Patterson difference. I've heard it several hundred times, and I've also said it probably several hundred times, and it's our people. It really is. And it's people that have been here for a long time. It's the new people. It's the people that we don't get to work with on the daily. It's people that we work with on a project team. We might have one or two interactions, but the intent of what everyone is trying to achieve is always apparent. And it's a special group here. Shelley Johnson, and I lead our relief services for veterinary practitioners business in the companion animal division. I've been with Patterson since 2012 as an employee, and a few years ahead of that as an educational consultant. So I came in, I believe it was 2008. There was an inquiry from someone who worked at Webster who was developing education, and at the time it was called Webster Veterinary University, and they were searching for instructors. And I had a pretty solid background in practice management and practice management education. So I came in and we would travel around the country and teach Webster Veterinary University to veterinarians, practice managers, veterinary assistants in all sorts of really cool content. Before I came to Patterson, or Webster at the time, before I came in, I was working in a practice, general practice, and in that practice we saw small animals, zoo medicine, etc., wildlife, but I also had the opportunity to be involved with some associations in the profession within the veterinary space. And so through those associations, I was able to understand what a great need there was for education and just sharing knowledge. And so I really was attracted to the idea of helping people through education in veterinary practice. To my knowledge, this was the first time that I'd really seen a model of education being provided by a distribution company. And it really stood out. Patterson's brand, or Webster's brand at that time, was very professional and really trying to help the veterinary practice in their success. And so education and me and Webster seemed to really make a lot of sense. It felt good. I was on the road from probably end of 2008 until probably 2012, 2013. The practice management segments that we would teach were once a month at a given location. So let's just say Akron, Ohio. We would then be there for 5 consecutive months. So travel in, travel out, travel in, travel out. And so each and every month for probably a good 6 years, 7 years, I was part of a crew that would go out and teach Webster Veterinary University, or later to be known as Patterson Veterinary University. Along with that, here are some of the unintended consequences or byproducts of having what would seem like a lot of work. Building relationships and getting to know the territory managers, getting to know the branch managers, getting to know the customers. And I really could understand the customer first because I had just come from working inside of hospital I was in practices for about 20, 23 years. But I do remember having folks that would come into my sessions and they would sit up in the front row and they're just on the edge of their seats and they are just taking it all in. So the change from Webster to Patterson was we're doing what? But it was quickly quelled with, this has been in the works, it's been in the process for some time, and really nothing's changing here. From Webster Veterinary to Patterson Veterinary, to me, I didn't feel much of a bump at all. And so I wondered what the big, hubbub was about when I would hear voices saying, oh, change. I think really just grasping the fact that change is constant and identify facts before making judgments when we can. It's worked out well so far for me on that. I think people really give me the most pride. Just seeing people work to find a solution, to take care of our customer, to take care of each other, and even working virtually or remotely, It's very apparent. So I think I have the most pride knowing that someone has my back, and I have someone's back as well.